The Caribbean island of Barbados is home to a city steeped in history, Bridgetown. This vibrant city, with its rich cultural heritage and historical significance, stands as a testament to the island's storied past. From its early days to its modern-day charm, Bridgetown has always been a focal point of activity and growth. Founded in 1628 by English settlers, Bridgetown quickly became a major port city. The settlers, seeking new opportunities and a fresh start, laid the foundations for what would become a bustling hub of commerce and trade. The city's strategic location made it an ideal spot for ships to dock and trade goods. Its location in the Lesser Antilles made it a strategic location for trade. Ships laden with sugar, rum, and other valuable commodities frequently passed through its harbor. The bustling port was a hive of activity, with merchants and traders from all over the world converging to exchange goods and stories. And slaves passed through its harbor. The trade in sugar and rum brought immense wealth to the city, but it also came with a dark side. The slave trade was an integral part of this economic boom, and the human cost of this prosperity is a somber chapter in Bridgetown's history. The city grew and prospered, becoming the capital of Barbados. Its streets were lined with grand buildings, markets thrived with the hustle and bustle of daily life, and the cityscape was a blend of colonial architecture and local culture. Bridgetown's growth was a reflection of the island's overall development and its central role in the Caribbean. Bridgetown's history is inseparable from its garrison. This area, with its military significance, played a crucial role in the defense and administration of the island. The garrison was not just a military outpost, it was a symbol of British power and influence in the Caribbean. Established in the 17th century, the garrison was a key defense outpost for the British Empire. It was a place where soldiers trained, strategies were devised, and the island's security was ensured. The presence of the garrison underscored the importance of Barbados in the broader geopolitical landscape of the time. It protected the island from rival European powers and privateers. The waters around Bridgetown were often the scene of naval skirmishes and battles, as various European powers vied for control of this strategically important island. The garrison stood as a bulwark against these threats, ensuring the safety and stability of the colony. The garrison was also a center of military and political power in the region. It housed not only soldiers, but also important administrative offices and officials. The decisions made within its walls had far-reaching implications for the island and its inhabitants. The city's streets and buildings whisper tales of a bygone era. Walking through Bridgetown, one can almost hear the echoes of the past, from the footsteps of settlers to the clamor of market vendors. Each corner of the city holds a piece of history, waiting to be discovered. Cobblestone streets lead to colonial-era buildings, their facades weathered by time and the elements. These buildings, with their distinct architectural styles, tell the story of a city that has seen centuries of change and growth. They stand as silent witnesses to the passage of time, their facades weathered by time and the elements. The wear and tear on these structures is a testament to their resilience and the enduring spirit of the city. Each crack and crevice holds a story, a memory of days gone by. The scent of salt air mingles with the aromas of spices from nearby markets. The markets of Bridgetown are a sensory delight, with vibrant colors, tantalizing smells, and the lively chatter of vendors and customers. The sea breeze carries with it the essence of the island, blending with the rich aromas of local spices. Bridgetown is a place where the past feels remarkably present. The city's historic sites are not just relics of the past, they are living, breathing parts of the community. Locals and tourists alike engage with these sites, learning about the history and culture that have shaped Bridgetown. The story of Bridgetown and its garrison is a journey through time. It is a narrative that spans centuries, encompassing moments of triumph and tragedy, growth and change. The harbor, with its historic buildings and ships, is a gateway to this rich tapestry of history. It's a story of exploration, colonialism, slavery, and revolution. The city's history is marked by the arrival of explorers, the establishment of colonial rule, the horrors of slavery, and the eventual push for independence and self-determination. Each chapter of this story is a reflection of the broader currents of history. It's a story of a city and its people, shaped by the tides of history. The streets of Bridgetown, bustling with life, are a testament to the resilience and spirit of its inhabitants. The historic landmarks stand as reminders of the past, while the vibrant community looks towards the future, continuing to shape the narrative of this remarkable city. Bridgetown holds a unique place in the history of the British Empire. This city, with its rich tapestry of historical events, has been a witness to many firsts and significant milestones that have shaped not only the Caribbean, but also the broader narrative of colonial history. It was one of the first major settlements established by the English in the Caribbean. The early settlers, driven by the promise of new opportunities and wealth, laid the foundations of what would become a bustling and influential city. The city quickly became a hub of trade and commerce. Merchants from various parts of the world converged here, bringing with them goods, ideas, and cultures that enriched the local tapestry. The bustling markets and busy ports were a testament to Bridgetown's growing importance. Its location made it a strategic asset for the British. Positioned perfectly to control maritime routes, Bridgetown was not just a commercial hub, but also a military stronghold. The British fortified the city, ensuring it could withstand any threats and maintain its dominance in the region. In 1651, Bridgetown played a pivotal role in the English Civil War. The conflict, which had far-reaching consequences, saw the island becoming a focal point of contention between royalists and parliamentarians. The island, initially a royalist stronghold, declared its allegiance to Parliament. This shift in loyalty was a significant move, reflecting the complex political dynamics of the time and the island's strategic importance. This decision angered Oliver Cromwell, who dispatched a fleet to subdue the island. The ensuing standoff was a dramatic episode in the island's history, highlighting the lengths to which the British would go to maintain control over their colonies. The standoff ended with the Charter of Barbados, granting the island significant autonomy. This charter was a landmark document, setting a precedent for self-governance and laying the groundwork for future political developments in the Caribbean. Bridgetown was also at the forefront of the transatlantic slave trade. This dark chapter in the city's history saw countless Africans forcibly brought to the island, their lives forever changed by the horrors of slavery. The city's port was a major point of entry for enslaved Africans. Ships laden with human cargo docked here, and the enslaved were then sold and distributed to plantations across the island and beyond. They were brought to work on the island's sugar plantations. The grueling labor and harsh conditions they endured were a stark contrast to the wealth and prosperity their work generated for the plantation owners. The legacy of slavery is a dark chapter in Bridgetown's history, one that continues to shape the island's identity. Today, memorials and museums serve as poignant reminders of this painful past, ensuring that the stories of those who suffered are never forgotten. The city's development and prosperity were inextricably linked to the sugar industry. The vast sugarcane fields and the booming sugar trade were the lifeblood of Bridgetown's economy, driving its growth and attracting more settlers and investors. Sugar plantations, fueled by slave labor, dominated the island's economy. The wealth generated from sugar exports not only enriched the local elite, but also played a crucial role in the broader economic landscape of the British Empire. Bridgetown served as the central marketplace for this lucrative trade. The city's markets were bustling with activity as merchants traded sugar, molasses, and other goods, making Bridgetown a key player in the global trade network. The wealth generated by sugar transformed the city, leaving behind a legacy of grand colonial architecture. The stately buildings and elegant homes that still stand today are a testament to the city's prosperous past, offering a glimpse into the opulence that sugar wealth brought to Bridgetown. The need to protect Bridgetown's strategic assets led to the establishment of a garrison. In the 17th century, the Caribbean was a volatile region. European powers vied for control of its lucrative trade routes and resources. Privateers and pirates also posed a constant threat to shipping. The garrison at Bridgetown was strategically situated to defend the island's main port. It overlooked Carlisle Bay, providing a commanding view of approaching ships. The garrison grew in size and importance over time. It became the largest British military outpost in the Eastern Caribbean. The garrison was not merely a defensive structure. It was a self-contained community. It housed soldiers, officers, and their families. The garrison also included barracks, storehouses, a hospital, and other essential buildings. Life in the garrison was governed by strict military discipline. Soldiers underwent rigorous training and were expected to be ready for combat at a moment's notice. The garrison played a crucial role in protecting British interests in the Caribbean for over 2 centuries. Section 4. The garrison's defences. The garrison at Bridgetown was meticulously designed to withstand attacks from both land and sea. Its strategic location and robust construction made it a critical defensive stronghold. Over the centuries, its fortifications evolved significantly, reflecting advancements in military technology and the changing nature of warfare. Each new addition and modification was a response to emerging threats and innovations in siege tactics. The garrison's defenses included an intricate network of ramparts, bastions, and moats. These features were designed to repel invaders and protect the soldiers stationed within. The garrison's most prominent feature was undoubtedly the Charles Fort. This imposing structure served as the centerpiece of the garrison's defensive network. Built in the 17th century, the fort was strategically positioned to guard the entrance to Carlisle Bay. Its construction marked a significant investment in the security of Bridgetown. The fort's cannons, strategically positioned along its ramparts, could fire upon enemy ships from a considerable distance. These cannons were a formidable deterrent to any naval assault. St. Anne's Fort, another key component of the garrison's defences, was constructed on a hill overlooking the town. This elevated position was chosen for its tactical advantage. From its vantage point, St. Anne's Fort provided a panoramic view of the surrounding area, allowing for early detection of enemy movements. This early warning system was crucial for the town's defense. The garrison's defenses were not limited to its fortifications. The natural landscape played a significant role in its defensive strategy. The surrounding waters were also a crucial part of its defense strategy. The natural barriers provided by the sea were as important as the man-made structures. Shallow reefs and shoals made it difficult for large ships to approach the harbor. These natural obstacles forced enemy vessels to navigate treacherous waters, slowing their advance and making them vulnerable to attack. This natural barrier, combined with the garrison's formidable firepower, made Bridgetown a nearly impregnable target. The combination of strategic fortifications and natural defenses ensured the town's security for centuries. Section 5. Military Architecture. The architecture of the garrison reflects its military function. Buildings were designed for practicality and durability rather than aesthetics. The use of local materials, such as coral stone, gave the garrison a distinctive appearance. The barracks, where soldiers were housed, were austere and functional. They were designed to accommodate a large number of men in close quarters. The barracks typically consisted of long, narrow buildings with rows of beds. The officers' quarters, in contrast, offered a more comfortable standard of living. These buildings were often larger and more spacious, reflecting the higher social standing of their occupants. Officers' quarters often featured verandas, where residents could relax and socialize. The garrison also included buildings dedicated to maintaining the health and well-being of its soldiers. The military hospital, for example, provided medical care to sick and injured soldiers. The garrison's bakery ensured a steady supply of bread, a staple food for both soldiers and civilians.